Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League by every single team and give my over 20 plus years coaching experience, and I put it to the test and I break down goals scored. So hopefully you can learn something if you want to become a better coach, or maybe you just want to learn something and be a better player so you don't make some of the mistakes they do. Or maybe you just want to know a little bit more about the old football. So right now we're looking at Burnley against Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea scored a goal. And quite honestly, you're going to see it was just completely and utterly Raheem Sterling. Nothing else. Nothing more. So you can see we've got two players from Burnley running down here on the wing. That's not bad, but it's not close enough. This shouldn't be happening, but it is. Chelsea don't look really good defensively. So as we move this ball, it goes through to the middle of the field. And we're watching the central defender here come across and cover. Here's the problem, though. The rest of them are too slow. As he's come over here to cover his centre-back, he needs to be coming over to get this space over here. He's just not quick enough. And no one else is reacting quick enough. Right back over here, I can't remember, Kudicello, I think his name is. He's awful. He just doesn't read situations. If the situation is in front of him, he can deal with it. But if he has to think on his feet, like here, he should be coming in and covering as fast as he can. And he just doesn't do it. All of a sudden, you see, if he comes over and covers here, then there's a situation where the pass that goes out wide, but now he's got to think about it, okay? A striker here doesn't have to think about anything. He's just going through the motions, blomp, 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 rolls the ball out, not challenged to do anything. No one's really strong and powerful on him, and he gets an easy pass out wide. Then touch, and he puts it away to the bottom corner. Keeper needs to do better. Again, look at him, look at his body shape. He needs to be doing better. He's awful. But there we go. That's Burnley's goal. Now, it's interesting because I was watching quite a lot of this game, and Burnley were actually doing all right up until Chelsea scored. As soon as Chelsea scored, the wheels came off the bus and everything started to fall apart. Let's get to Chelsea's first goal and show you why they mentally crumbled. So here we go. The only threat in the game for Chelsea is Raheem Sterling. He's picked the ball up out here wide, defended quite nicely. No threat, no danger at all whatsoever. Don't need to worry about him. Okay, everything looks good. Yeah, there's no issues whatsoever. But then Raheem Sterling starts to run with the ball. Now they panic quite a bit because they don't really know what to do when he's running with the ball. And neither does anybody on the Chelsea team, to be honest. Chelsea don't know what to do when he's running with the ball either. So as he goes, he attacks his two centre-backs, slows him down, stops, starts again. Sometimes when people do footwork and foot moves, all you really need to do is stop your run and then start again. It's called the Stanley Matthews. He used to do it on the wing, and that's why it's called that. And that's all he does. Beats these two players with that. And he's just cutting, just stopping, going left, stopping, going right, doing nothing special, pulling them apart and puts in a cross. And this is where they all start snapping. It's a nothing cross. Chances are if any of Chelsea players get it, they're going to miss it anyway. That's not what happens. Hits their own player, loops up over the goalkeeper, and it's in the goal. That's it. Burnley are done. And it's the way that the goals happened. It's the way that Chelsea didn't score the goal. They scored it on themselves. Raheem Sterling created some pressure, and under that pressure, they buckled. And then you'll start to see, slowly but surely, because of that, they just keep crumbling and crumbling and crumbling, and Raheem Sterling keeps running over them. Let's get on to the next Sterling assist goal, or whatever he does, this time to create a goal. Here we go, similar situation. Raheem Sterling's picked the ball up out wide. One Muppet from Chelsea's pointing, give me the ball. Raheem Sterling knows, because he plays with them in training, that he's useless, so he doesn't bother, and he starts running at them again. Same scenario, starts running at them and they don't know what to do. So here we go, he starts running at them. As soon as he gets close to them, does what Raheem Sterling's always done. Nothing different, nothing's changed. But it goes round the player, and as he goes, dinks it round him here, you can see he fouls him inside the box and gets the next goal, which is a penalty. And this is the way the Burnley have crumbled. Basically, they haven't really had a shot on goal. They've had one cross from Raheem Sterling that's gone in the goal. Raheem Sterling's now pressured them again, and they've given away a penalty. Chelsea haven't had a shot yet. So, all of a sudden, Bosch, there we go. Penalty, everyone's screaming for it. Yeah, he steps up, scores the penalty. We don't care about that. Yeah, it was a pen. You might be able to argue if it's inside or outside of the line, but we don't really have a good camera angle. This is the only one they show me, so I can't really make a distinction of whether or not his foot's inside the line. I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell from there. But that's why I don't like doing penalty decisions, because they're always rubbish. Yeah, but they score. Let's get on to the next goal. Only get caught in possession here in the midfield. All of a sudden, the transition's on the go. Boom, away they go. Now, the problem when you've had two goals scored against you and it doesn't feel like they're really attacking, you just kind of sort of step off the gas a bit. It's like, well, what are we supposed to do? They're not really doing anything and they keep scoring goals against us. So the next thing that happens is Now they're broken up from bad play in the middle. They're running through the middle of the field here. And of course, who are you going to give it to? This Muppet who's running offside for some reason, Jackson. I don't know what he's doing, but he's off, trying to be offside. They just give it to Raheem Sterling. This time, though, he's not out wide drifting in. He's more in the middle. So there's another area which you can talk about, receiving the ball out wide, but he's not. He's almost receiving it along that 18-yard line there. And of course, he's just going to strive into goal. And he does exactly that. Bosch goes out, has a couple of touches. No one's near him, though. From the Burnley point of view, no one's even close enough to make a challenge on him, which I think is absolutely absurd. But there we go. And then takes touch, slips it into the bottom corner. Goal for Sterling. He'd well deserved, to be honest. He's the only attacking threat Chelsea have got. Without him, they're pretty useless. But let's get on to the next goal. Again, this is created. Sterling's running off down the side of the wing, getting in behind them all on his own, making everyone do something. But Burnley, look, they're not the old Sean Dyche Burnley that are going to sit in and try to defend and get a goal. They try to play football, and you can't do that with some teams, especially when Sterling's on a bit of a tear like he was today. As he goes forward, he's trying to hit this guy on the back post, but his quality isn't there. It's not good enough, really. He should do. He can't really find him. The ball gets there, but he doesn't really find him. He really wants to put it in front of him so he can take a touch, get it on goal. There's no Burnley defenders anywhere near him, really. He should have all the time in the world to do that, but pass isn't good enough. So if he was any good, he'd take a touch, turn the guy inside out and smash it into the goal. He doesn't. He plays a really bad pass across in the middle. He's completely and utterly marked. You've got to give this guy some credit. He uses some quick feet, has a little bit of a dance and puts it into the net box. All around, poor from Burnley, but at least Chelsea get on the score sheet. The frightening thing with Chelsea is they've just scored 4 goals. Now, they haven't scored 4 goals, I think, all season. So when you're not scoring and you suddenly score a lot of goals, we've got this thing when we're coaching. You've probably heard it before. You don't want to blow all your goals in one game. They may have just done that against a weak Burnley side, blown all their goals. They might not score for another 4 weeks, but we'll be here to watch it and see if they do. See you next time on Cash Talks Football.